Hello guys and welcome to the first lecture of this course. In this course, we will talk about continuous integration and continuous deployment process. Nowadays, most of the growing organizations are moving their software changes into production in a minute. Yeah, you heard right, in a minute, not in hours, days, weeks or months. And by implementing the correct CI/CD process is the key to do that. I know production environment setup, production deployment process is a lengthy process, and most of the people struggle to deploy their changes on production or make all the environment in sync with production code. But by implementing CI/CD and using good services that's available in the market, we can create a healthy CI/CD setup. So let's talk about what is CI and what is CD. So CI is continuous integration. Continuous integration is like we continuously, as a developer, continuously doing some changes and moving to code to the center repository where the build is get created and unit test is done on that build. So take an example, if I have Java project, I will put that Java project on my AWS code commit repository, and all the developers will connect to that repository and do their changes. They will do some hotfix, bugs fix, or they can develop the new features. Once they develop the new features, they will push their changes to the repository, and there will be the build will be get triggered, and the unit testing will be done. So what we are doing in the development cycle, we are continuously delivering our changes, continuously integrating our changes to the repository and building it. So that is called continuous integration. After building the code, we want to move that code to the production environment. So continuous deployment is a process of moving the code to production environment. So if you talk about the CI/CD process, it has all the services like developer will commit their changes on AWS code commit. It then AWS code build service will build that code and create a jar and war file, and that jar war file is used by code deployment service to deploy the code on EC2 instance. EC2 instance is nothing but a production server. And if I combine all these three services, so AWS has provided us only one service that is called AWS CodePipeline, which take care of which is as equal as using three services. So by using only one AWS CodePipeline, we can achieve CI/CD setup. Most of the times people are always confused like what is CI/CD? Is it continuous deployment or continuous delivery? So if we are doing any manual work, like once the build is ready, the jar or WAR file is ready, if we are manually downloading that jar file and asking for approval, manager approval to move that jar file in production environment, so it's called continuous delivery. Means we are manually moving the code to production environment by asking with the manager approval or going to cab review and getting approval from higher management hierarchy. But if we set up a automated process by using AWS CodePipeline, it is called continuous deployment. So it's all depends on what policies the organization has. Sometimes the organization uses continuous deployment for production release, and sometimes they use continuous delivery. I have seen examples where people use continuous deployment on the test environment, and they have continuous delivery on production environment. So it depends on the need of the project. So this is all about this lecture. Let's work together and elaborate all the services that we will use in CI/CD pipeline in next lecture. So thank you for watching this. I will see you in next lecture.